What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jello. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to break down this little case study that I just back tested with SPX, SPY, whatever you want to call it. But this is basically staying away from fake setups and trading the correct setups within the market. You know, a lot of you get confused on correct and invalid supply and demand zones, and this should kind of help you determine the correct zones from the fake zones. Okay, so when you're in the market, you want to look at failed lows, you want to look at failed highs, and you also want to look at liquidity points, obviously within the market, right? So we want to trade with the trend always until you see a major break. Okay, so a lot of you would be selling within this area, and we're actually going to go back in time and let me show you guys where I think a lot of you would actually have trouble with. Okay, so some of you are on the 1 minute, a lot of you get caught on the 1 minute, and okay, whatever, cool. We have a break of this low right here. So, you know, obviously if we have a break of the low, we're going to want to get in, right? And a lot of you would actually want to get in off this point right here. To me, that is invalid. Now, so a lot of you are thinking, you know, all the confluences are here, why wouldn't we want to take this sell? Let me explain. Okay, me personally, I stay mostly on the 5 minute now. But this is just a 5 and a 1, you know, little refinement, confirmation, and kind of piecing them together. So I just want you guys to know, I'm currently running a sale on my course, my Discord lifetime access. All you have to do is type in 25% off and you'll get $75 off or 25% off your order, and you have lifetime access to my mentorship, my group, and pretty much all my knowledge. So if you're interested, click the link in the description below. Everyone that follows me on Instagram, you already know I've been running the sale, but now here's the sale for YouTube. So code 25% off will get you 25% off or $75 off. Let's get back to the video. So speaking from the 5 minute, okay, obviously we're not going to want to trade within this area because this is the high and this is pretty much the low right here. But within this high, what we have is this major liquidity point right here. Major liquidity point, major wick, right? So let's drop down to the 1 minute. As you can see, we still have pretty much a big wick right here. I wouldn't want to take this. I wouldn't want to take this. Why? Because on the 5 minute, there's a huge wick. So if you're on the 1 minute, always look at the higher time frame and see if there's actually wicks within your area. Now, the 1 will correlate with the 5 will correlate with the 15. Whatever time frame you're trading on, just look at the 1 up time frame from it. You know what I mean? So, you know, the 15, the hourly, the 5, the 15, the 1, and the 5. That's it. So say we're on the 1 minute and a lot of you will want to take this sell right here from the supply zone. It is invalid once again because we have a huge wick on the 5 minute. So a lot of you would take this zone and wait for it to play out. And as you can see, okay, we broke past this supply zone, but we also broke past this last 1 minute high right here. Okay, I'm going to consider this a high on the 1 minute because we have the high right here and we have the lower here. Simple as that. I would consider this a lower high on the 1 minute and a lower low on the 1 minute. On the 5 minute, sorry about that, you know, it's not as valid. On the 3 minute, it's a little bit more valid. On the 1 minute, it's valid. But on the 5 minute, as you can see, you know, these are the major points that you want to trade off. So now, what you see is we have a sweep of the lows right here, and also now what we have is a break of the supply, so we'll call this a supply to demand flip, and also a break structure. Okay, why is this a supply and demand flip? Because we have the supply right here, it got ran through, and now we want to target the last demand that broke the supply. So where is the last demand that broke the supply? Probably gonna ask yourself, I don't know, you know, oh, it's right there. From my eyes, from my experience, is right here because we failed to break these lows right here. Okay, we now made a new high sitting up here. Sure, you know, we've got a recent high right here, but from the overall move, we're considering this. Okay, so I will mark this up with my rectangle, just like so. And here is the full move we want to target. So now we want to target the furthest pullback possible. Okay, so here I would consider this low liquidity. I'll consider this fake low, because we still have imbalance to fulfill down here, and we still have this major demand right here that broke past these recent highs right here, and the supply zone right here, and also this high right here. So we broke past everything from this initial zone right here. So now all we want to do is wait for the retracement back down into this demand level. We'll extend our demand a little bit so it looks a little bit more clear. And now what we have is the liquidity buildup sitting above our zone, and stops always at the low of the move. We will set our TP fully at this wick sitting up here, because on the 5 minute, as you can see, this is the major liquidity point that we want to target. Okay, so now all we want to do is wait for this to play out. Boom, liquidity ends up getting swept. Count all this as liquidity right here. From at this point in time, I would not go break even from this initial push up right here, because we didn't break any of these highs with sitting within this area. I would have wanted a break of this high to set break even, or now, since we tap back in, and if we push past this zone right here, I would set break even after this push up from this high right here. So see if that does so. Okay, so here we go. So stops would be set break even from this point on, and we would actually look for our full TP to get hit from up here, this 5 minute wick, this 5 minute liquidity point, for a 7.6 R, excuse me. And there you go, simple as that. TP gets hit. So basically, running down this little breakdown right here, we had higher time frame liquidity from the highs. Okay, we had a sweep of the low right here. We've got the new low right here. We failed to break this new low. We broke past the supply. So if you entered it, this was a failed supply zone, but this is also a supply to demand flip zone. So now you want to enter off the demand that broke this supply, and also this recent 1 minute high right here. And as you can see, it did that. We had the liquidity buildup, we had the impulse up, we waited for the retracement back down into this demand, into this new higher low sitting right here. And all we did was we targeted this major 5 minutes liquidity point sitting right here. And it lines up on the 5 minute, it lines up on the 1 minute. Take in consideration the 5 minute if you're trading on the 1 minute. If you're getting caught up in the noise, stick to the 5 minute. It'll help you a lot. So that's basically it. Like I said, discount code is down below for the bundle, 25% off, 75% off. Take advantage of it while you can. Instagram link, subscription below as well. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.